This is Hank Sullivan with Sullivan Forbes Building and Remodeling, and we're at the Stewart Farmhouse. This was an 1870s vintage farmhouse restoration we did, and I'm standing here with Tracy Rogers. He's with Jackson EMC, that's Jackson Electric Membership Corporation. This home is adopted under the Jackson EMC Right Choice program, and I invited Tracy to come over here and tell us about that program and tell us exactly what that does for people when they have a home that's under that program. So thanks for coming out here and speaking with us today, Tracy. Tell me about the Right Choice program. What is it, and why is that of good value for folks like the Stewarts?
Well, a Right Choice program is an efficiency program to take what the builder suggest and what they do, what the customer picks out, and it integrates it together and increases the efficiency of it. We look at the ceiling of the home, the ceiling of the heating and air system, the insulation of the home, and bringing all that together and getting the most efficiency out of it we can.
So it's an energy efficiency program as opposed to an energy conservation program.
That's correct. That's correct.
But there's another program too, an Energy Star program that goes hand in hand with this. How does that work?
We're also an Energy Star provider as an electric utility. It is a conservation program, and we try to counsel our customers to adopt the Energy Star standards every place we can, just because it's good for the economy, it's good for the homeowner's pocketbook, and of course it's good for environment.
Well, have you ever done a home like this? It was an 1870s restoration, and been able to adopt that into the Right Choice program?
Not that I know of. I think this is going to be the first Right Choice home that we've completed to this stage of building.
Yeah.
And
normally this is something that you would see in new construction.
Yes, normally
as opposed to trying to retrofit these standards into an 1870s farmhouse.
That's true, and the big challenge here was to bring everything up to the modern standards. You know, I think on this home y'all use the foam in place to get the ceiling and the insulation, ability out of it, the high efficiency equipment, as well as the testing procedure that we do. So I think it's always a challenge to do that, and of course it's always harder to rebuild something than it is just to scrape it down and start from new. So
this program actually tests to make sure that the structure comes up to the standards that Jackson EMC has set.
That's right.
Tell me about the testing program.
Well, there's 3 tests that we run. The first one that everybody knows about is the blower door. That's where we actually suck a vacuum down on the house and make sure we've got all the infiltration points under control and make sure we've got them caulked up. But we also do the duct blaster, and that's one where we pressurize the heating and cooling system and check it for any leaks, make sure that we get it good and tight, and to very good standards on it. And then the third test we do is the performance testing on the heat pump. We actually want to crank the unit up, after it's commissioned, after your heating and air guy commissions it. We want to crank it up and do a performance measuring from room to room to make sure that the proper airflow is reaching those rooms. And by doing that, Jackson EMC offers them a warranty. It's an energy warranty for 3 years on the heating and cooling energy, but the comfort warranty guarantees it will keep it within 3 degrees of the thermostat setting for that floor.
Wow. And one of the other great things is that the folks who can adopt this system into their house, or these standards into their house, they actually get a break on their energy.
Oh, you're right.
Cost, don't they?
From doing this, the economic benefit from it is they get it's roughly about a 5% reduction on their power bill. They get the lowest a residential electric rate that Jackson EMC offers for our customers.
Wow! So that's even for their huge industrial users. they'd be able to get those.
Just residential. Residential. It's for our residential customers that make our energy. Our Right Choice standards. And of course.
So there's a payback period on some of the standards, and
right.
Yeah, it might cost a little bit more to get that deluxe insulation, but these days you got to do whatever you can do.
That's right.
In order to try to.
And the 5% stays with the home.
Stays with the home.
So if your customer up and sells a home in 4 or 5 years, the next customer is entitled to that 5% savings.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Well, I appreciate you coming out here and telling us all about that, and we'll look forward to working with you again in the future.
We look forward to it.
Thanks, Tracy.
Good.
All right.